Hi there, Karina Flow here, and today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to attach your silk veils to your poi effectively so that it's secure and it's not going to fall off and you get a nice open flare with the veils in a way that's super simple and that you can do at home using household items. Okay, let's get to it. To begin, we're going to need a pair of scissors, 2 safety pins, poi, your veils, and a pair of old pantyhose stockings. They can be short or you can have the long ones, either will do. So firstly, I'm gonna cut about 20 centimeters, about that much off the end of the stocking. I'm gonna get my poi. I'm using an old pair of fire poi. I like these because they've got enough weight in the head and they also have swivels. So this is really, you can't actually see the swivel here because it's tucked into the handle, but if I spin it, you can see the spin on it there. So swivels are really handy when it comes to spinning veils on your poi. I find that they're far less likely to get tangled and they're just so much nicer to swing around with. So I definitely recommend a set of poi that has swivels on them. If you don't have a set of poi that already has swivels built into them, you could alternatively get a set of these, which most beginners probably have somewhere stashed away in their poi box. So these are super cheap. I bought these for like $20 to $30. They're LED as well, which is handy but not necessary, and they did come with those loopy handles that you put your 2 fingers into. So I've actually cut those off and you could replace them with a set of swivel handles that you can get online, many places, Etsy, there's a few shops that do it. Free World, if you're based in Australia, sells them as well. They're like $12. So you can just cut those off and connect them to the loop on your cheap poi. And to connect them, you can get a little ring like this, which you can purchase from any hardware store really. If you live locally, again, Bunnings is the place to go. And so you just connect the 2 together and then you have a set of swivel poi. So I'm going to take my old set of poi. Very simply, I'm just going to place the stocking on top. So I'm using a stocking because we want something that's pretty lightweight fabric, and this stretches as well, so it's just really good to work with, but we don't want to weigh the poi down any more than it already is. Unless you have particularly light poi like these beginner ones, then you can afford a heavier fabric. So I'm just placing that on my poi. I'm gonna flip it around, twist it, and then I'm gonna wrap around the other half there, and that should fit pretty snug like that. And then what I'm going to do is, to secure it, I'm going to get my safety pin. Anywhere below the center line is good, so you can go right on the bottom or you can go on the side somewhere. I'm going to put mine on the bottom, so this is going to secure the stocking fabric onto my poi, but it's also going to act as an attachment piece for my silks. So it's very simple. You can do this at home very easily. If you want something a little bit more permanent and you don't plan on using your set of poi for anything else, you could also get one of these rings and simply sew it into the end there. And now it's important how you attach it because we want it to flare open. We don't want it to bunch up and just create a bit of a weak trail. I'm gonna place my silk like that, so I've got the short width end in front of me. My poi comes here. We're going to take the 2 corners and simply attach them to the safety pin or your ring. We're going to put that through, make a little knot there, and then I'm going to take my second corner and I'm going to put it through the bottom, and then I'm going to use the tail end of the other corner to just make a knot there. And voila, there we have it. That's how I attach my silk poi for a nice open flare. It's pretty secure. Okay, so let's see these in action.